It is now January 2021 and we are out here rebaiting spots. We just got back from Oklahoma for a family trip, and then we got back. There's about, if you look here, I would say about 6 inches of snow. We are going to freshen up the spot, so late season is definitely on now. Deer are going to be looking for food because if you see this, they can't get down to that as easy to get the green grass. They're going to have to dig. And baiting is very much effective in this weather. One problem with the snow, especially heavy snowfalls, your blind falls in. Our blind is squished. So we are going to have to repair this.
Let's pop this baby up.
How are we going to do
Get
this?
in this stinking thing.
Yeah, the door is right there.
Might be difficult. This with a backache. Too big a deer. I'm going in.
That See how much snow is on there? Well, we're back to normal. That's what it's supposed to look like, not squished down. Now we have to repair all the stuff that fell off of it.
Oh, the camera's right there. I moved it.
So you're walking. You could check this camera here, and we see that. So I'm gonna go look at what that is.
Oh, coyotes like rolling all over the place here.
It's a dead owl. Why is there a dead owl in here?
He's dead. He's bleeding.
Did you get hit or something?
It's too bad. He's kind of a cool looking dude. I think he got caught. I can't tell what that. He's not bleeding very much.
Someone shoot him? He fell.
There's a lot of bark here, but
It's a pretty bird.
this is the owl I used to see all the time.
So we are guessing the owl was shot by somebody with like a BB gun or a pellet gun, because we found like blood trail, kind of like blood drips, like the owl flew into the trees and then fell out of the tree. Kind of too bad because that was kind of our neighborhood owl we would see every so often. It's a pretty owl.
Hey everybody, we're back out in the blind tonight. Going to the lowland spot where the food plot is. Pretty warm out today, in the 30s, which is probably 10 degrees above average. We really haven't had any cold weather this entire season, and kind of a lack of snow, as you can see. So that's kind of putting a damper on our late season tactics, because they seem to, when the snow gets deeper and the temperatures drop, they get more desperate. And you see a lot more bigger bucks, but we haven't, so is what it is, you know. So yeah, we're grabbing our stuff here. I'll be shooting tonight. Ariel's gonna shoot the camera. And I'm gonna shoot the bull. We're gonna put out a bunch of different little cameras here for 3 points of view. Hopefully we get some action tonight. Let's rock. All right, we are settled in. There's our wind direction right now we're dealing with. Right to left. So that feather is showing a little bit of swirl going on because it's very light wind. So that could be an issue. That trail we talked about is straight behind us. I think we like to come across here and they tend to wind check, but we got the zero trace going right now. Up in the corner here, we got it on boost right away. Got plenty of batteries, so I'm probably gonna run it on boost. As far as that goes, it's a touch noisy, but in these urban spots, it really doesn't affect us. It could be an issue if you were hunting up in the Northwoods. It's dead silence, but we haven't really experienced an issue with the noise. It does damper your ability to hear because you got that fan going. But as I said, we're in an urban spot and I can hear the highway pretty well because the wind is blowing from that direction. So sound really isn't, when you're in a blind, in our situation, you can't really hear a deer coming.
She gave us a nice shot.
It sounded really good when it went in.
It was a little dark, but
She took a long time. We were hoping that she would come in a little earlier, or the deer would come in earlier, so we get some better footage, but we'll take what we can get.
yeah,
She come in earlier, and then she turned around and went back after that buck come through. Kind of pushed her out of there, so then out of nowhere she just popped back up.
yeah, I didn't even. I looked over to the side and I saw like this white thing moving. I'm like, that snow just moved, and I kind of like looked again, and there was a deer there. I'm like, oh, that's her again. Probably gonna give her 10 minutes.
Yeah, we're not gonna give her much. We'll probably go find the arrow and see what kind of blood we got.
Yeah.
The shot looked really good. We'll probably replay the shot on the camera and take a walk.
Stick around. We're gonna go find her.
I must have hit rib or something on the way out.
There's
Yeah.
blood immediately when we hit her. And there's the arrow. And then I think she ran. No, she ran through. She jumped over here. Yeah, see there's blood?
Oh yeah.
She's got like blood already. And she took off in there. Huh?
That's her.
Oh.
You get back on the blood. Oh, yeah, right here she came through. See the spray?
Yeah.
Excellent shot right there. Yeah, she went down quick. I mean, you can see the
You
lighted
can
knock over there.
See the lighted rock. Right over there. See that little green dot? She went maybe 30, 40 yards.
Nice long nose on her. Looks like I split a rib.
That's a super quick kill.
No, she ran up to here. She ran up to here and then run behind.
Yeah, she looked. How far did she go? Oh, she went up to here and then stumbled backwards.
That's awesome.
Good job.
All right.
Now we have to drag. Literally pulling it with like one finger. Yo, get a sleigh to pull your deer in. So much easier. So there's something really cool about this though, and if you see these teeth here, they're like all broke off. Like completely broke. Another thing is this doe has a hunch. There's been a doe we've been watching in this spot for about 3 years, and we called her Hunch. She never had fawns, always by herself, and she had this hunch here. And we're thinking it's the same doe. We didn't see her much last year, but she definitely seems old. I mean, for those teeth to be broken off.
They're really sharp too. Like they were busted. Like, it's weird.
Like she got hit or something?
Maybe. I mean, but she doesn't show any signs of injury other than the teeth being broke. Well, we got her all gutted out and hung up, and we figured out why the name Hunch became about. And as you may or may not be able to see, but she's got a bump right here, and she has a busted
Hind
left
quarter.
hip At one point was busted. It, calloused over, grew over, and she's never had a limp, but so this must have happened early on in her years, maybe when she was a fawn, and she just never recovered fully. She's never had fawns in the 3 years that we've watched her, so. But that's why she was hunch. Good doe though, good sized doe. She was definitely, a mature doe. I'm guessing at least 4 because we watched her for 3, so. Don't know when the injury occurred, but she's always been hunch on the camera. That's gonna do her for this episode. So, as always, you keep watching, we'll keep hunting. And I'm gonna shoot the bull.
More enthusiasm.
So,
No, stop saying that.
alright, so we're pretty much.
Nothing.
Oh. Let's cut. So. Anyways.